this is Christine from HappilyEverAfter. Today I wanted to talk about being open about your depression and the stigma that it's attached to mental health issues. I'm not telling everybody that I know in the world that I have a depression and that I'm going through this at the moment. I feel that it's to some extent some sort of private issue. I just feel comfortable talking to my closer friends or my family about this, and then colleagues sometimes. I don't want to look like I'm seeking for attention or I want to be treated special or something, I don't know. It really depends on the circumstances, if I tell people or not. And I mean, I learned to be relatively open with this and to talk about it from my boyfriend. He's really open with it too, and I really like this. I think it's a good idea. I think we should all do this. And well, okay, I don't want to say that you should do it right now, but I just think that being comfortable talking about this issue and being comfortable talking openly to people, even especially when you're taking medication, is like, I like this about him, and I thought I should do this too, and I felt comfortable, like, to talk about it more and more. The more often you experience the benefits of actually opening yourself to somebody else, the more likely you will be to open up here again, I guess. That makes sense, right? I decided to just be open about it, and especially YouTube, basically anybody could see this channel and knows what's going on in my mind, right? But I also really like this way of communicating with people. I can reach out and we can have this club of allies and go through things like this together. Like, I guess especially people that are going through the same things are attracted to this channel, and I hope I can help you through bad times or give you hope or whatever, you know. The problem that we all have about shall we open up or not is the stigma. There is unfortunately still, since probably earlier than the medieval times, this stupid stigma attached to mental health issues, and I think it probably derives from the fact that people at that time didn't understand at all what was happening, and they thought the devil possessed a person that was bipolar or whatever, and therefore they tried to find an explanation for this and were scared. Nowadays we start to understand what are mental health issues. We realize that there's an imbalance in serotonin levels, for instance. Therefore, some people are prescribed serotonin uptake inhibitors. I mean, we're starting to get the first ideas, but I feel like we're still really far behind on mental health issues compared to other fields in medicine or science. We can 3D print portal veins for a heart or whatever and fix it, but we still prescribe medication that's like you know, it's for the heart, for instance, it's so specific, whereas for our neural system, it's just like we get one drug that washes over the system, like I said before already. It's really complex, obviously, and that's the problem, but that's also the interesting part. That's where we still have to keep on doing research, I think. It's not well understood still nowadays, that's what I wanted to say. And therefore, we still cannot get rid of this stupid stigma. It's like, you don't ever think about, well, whom should I tell that I have a broken leg? Like, whom should I tell this? I don't know. Like, but you will think about it 5 times before you talk about being bipolar or whatever, you know? It sucks that people sometimes judge people with mental health issues. And I mean, especially when somebody is manic, I guess people can be scared about that, you know? Or people just don't understand when somebody is depressed all the time and just wants to stay in bed. and maybe people even think that people are lazy. I guess there's even this judgment, you know, oh, this person, like, she just stays in bed all day, or she sleeps until like super long in the morning, she doesn't want to get out of bed. What a lazy person. No, that's the depression, okay? That is the depression. It's not your fault that you're depressed. Sometimes the environment or your personal biology gives you the prerequisites to be more likely to be depressed, or whatever, you know, whatever your issue is. And that sucks. But it's not your fault. That's a big thing. It's not your fault. You know? And you can get treatment if you need to. Or you can try to find your own little ways if it's not too heavy on you. You know, you can find your own way of getting yourself out of there. I was doing that before, and it was more or less successful. Like, I mean, on a short term it's successful, but then in the end, I don't know, I'm still struggling now, and I've been struggling probably for 10 years or maybe even more. I don't know exactly. So it sucks, it's real, and being open about it or not depends highly on your environment. Luckily, I'm blessed with a really nice environment. Like, my family, they were not really happy when I took the medication in the beginning. They were like, no, but you have to be careful, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Don't you want to have rather a psychologist that's dealing with your problems rather than a psychiatrist? My point is, be careful who you choose to open up to. You have to have friends you trust, that you know will stick to you and not just, you know, talk behind your back, oh my god, look at her, blah blah blah, look at him. And then, like, I don't know, I'm comfortable sharing things. Like, I did it gradually too, you know. In the beginning it was just like my boyfriend, then afterwards was my closer friends, then a few other friends, then even the colleagues at work. At some point I opened up to them too, and I said, like, I just told them, like, this year, like, my work situation, I think it caused a really deep depression phase of me, and I just told them that I take medication now against that. And they were okay, you know? They didn't pity me or anything. They were just, okay, cool, okay, whatever. They were asking me questions, but that was it, you know? So, I don't know. Choose your allies, and opening up can be a good thing, really. It feels... Why would you need to hide it, right? Why? I mean, it's not something that you should be ashamed of. It's just something that happens to you at the moment. I'm starting to have a sore throat, you know, and same thing, just that thing will be gone way faster than my depression, you know. Meow. Meow. Anyways, so, I love you guys, and thanks for subscribing, and I hope you liked this video. I hope you didn't hear too many complaints of my kid. Are you okay? Anyways, I love you. Hope you have a nice day. She wants to talk too.